Hello everybody and welcome back to Football Life, the Master League with Man United, where today we're taking on Aston Villa at Villa Park and Bournemouth back at Old Trafford. And we are in the January transfer window and we have some new signings that are going to be joining the team. So yeah, lots of players are in, a few players have left, and obviously it's been a while since, you know, since we went through the team. So yeah, Sergio Reguilon is in on loan. We also have Mason Mount joining us. We have, can we sort this by position? There it is. That's going to put the strikers at the top, which is helpful for no one. So we now have Onana. Bayendir joins the club as well. Varane, Martinez. Harry Maguire has a bid on him from Freiburg. Not too sure if we're going to accept that one or not. Lindelof is still here. Tyler Malacia, Luke Shaw, and obviously we mentioned before that Sergio Reguilon is not here just yet. Not sure why he hasn't joined yet, but he should be here. Wan-Bissaka is still here, Casemiro, and we brought in Amrabat. Eriksen's got an offer on him. Fred hasn't just yet, but he's left the club in real life. Mason Mount is in as well, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We brought in all the players that have joined Man United in real life. So Sergio Reguilon, this player is a loaned player. His loan period ends in June this year. Yes, he is. Oh, is it because he's not actually part of my team? But if I go into the game plan, he'll probably be there for selection, I imagine. Which is, you know, we're not playing with left backs at the moment. So yeah, there he is. Sergio Reguilon, 81 rated. He's quite good actually. But yeah, interesting, isn't it? So Zan Suzuki will come off the bench and be replaced on the bench by Atbia Bayendir. And Fred will come off, Van der Beek will come off, and we'll put Mason Mount on there. And who else isn't really in the team much anymore? We don't need two left backs on the bench other than Reguilon. But yeah, Delo, Reguilon, Maguire. Let's just sort this out, shall we? You go there, and then you go there. Right, there we go. And obviously our starting partnership for most games will be Marcus Rashford and Rasmus Højlund, like that. So yeah, not bad really, not bad. Still on the hunt for a striker. A lot of you have said Goncalo Ramos, so we'll go and have a look at him as well. So into the negotiations, advanced search, player name, Ramos. And we'll see if we can get him there. So let's sort by overall rating descending. There we go. So there he is, Goncalo Ramos, 79 rated striker, 22 years old. Lots of stamina. Decent kicking power, finishing's not too bad. Obviously we're playing on manual, so a lot of that is a bit. Yeah, let's we'll add him to the list. He's on my list of players. I've obviously gone through and already added lots of players to the list. It's been a while since I've played. Oh yeah, Romas Doku obviously joined Man City in real life. We've now signed Amrabat, so we can remove him. Bakayoko was another one that got a bit of a mention in chat, and Zeno Debast as well as a centre-back. So potentially if we do sell Harry Maguire, we could bring in Debast. Got no issues with that. But yeah, anyway, let's go and play a game with our new signings and see how we get on. Hello everybody and welcome to Villa Park for Aston Villa versus Man United. Old rivalries in the past when I remember in 92, I think it was, Aston Villa were chasing down Man United for the title. Had a striker called Dalian Atkinson who was very, very good. And yeah, an interesting scenario. But the players do come out the tunnel. This should be a good one. Let's see how the game unfolds. So we are back to go through the lineups, and Philippe Coutinho is still there at Aston Villa in this one, but the home team at Villa Park is Aston Villa, and they are lining up like this. In goal is Emi Martinez, the Argentinian World Cup winner. A back four of Matty Cash, Callum Chambers, Diego Carlos and Lucas Digne. Luis Kamara and Tielemans in midfield, with Watkins leading the line with Coutinho and Bertrand Traore either side of him. Joan Durian is on the bench, signed from the MLS in the summer, but Man United in their 3-4-2 or 3-5-2 formation, looking pretty good with this one. Big names on the bench as well in Anthony Martial, Alejandro Garnacho's on the bench, Harry Maguire is on the bench, and we're just about ready for this one to get underway. So the game is underway, and of the new signings, two of them get their debut in this one as Sergio Reguilon starts as a sort of auxiliary left wing back, and Sofyan Amrabat starts in midfield alongside Casemiro. And it's gonna. I've been playing a bit of eFootball full manual, and the controls are ever so slightly different. But Varane's there to get a good little touch away. Højlund gives it to Casemiro, moves it out wide to Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho comes forward, just knocks that one off into the path of Eriksen. Good little footwork from Christian Eriksen. He's still going here, Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen shoots! Oh, on his left foot. It just goes past the post. Didn't quite get it out of his feet, but sort of bundled his way through. And yeah, he did all right. A strength holding off Kamara and then Youri Tielemans. And on his left foot, Christian Eriksen just dragged it wide. There is Amrabat out to the left-hand side for Reguilon. He goes up towards Højlund, puts it into a nice position for Marcus Rashford, who's got the run of Jadon Sancho, who tries to dink that one in, looking for the back post, and Højlund got there, still wearing the number 4. I will try and correct that. Remember to correct that now that we're in the transfer window period, as Coutinho puts that one off. But a wonderful ball in from Sancho, looking for Højlund, who couldn't quite get on the end of it. The throw-in isn't great, but Eriksen putting a bit of pressure on again, as Man United looking to keep Aston Villa hemmed in their half. Watkins wins the header well. Digne manages to keep that one in, but his crossfield pass only hits Jadon Sancho in the face. Watkins has got in behind, broken the offside trap. Lindelof has done a really good job to get back there, although he then makes a hash of that, and Watkins punishes Man United. It's 1-0 Villa, and it's out of nothing, really. Lindelof did well to win it back. I then messed up clearing it. I've got to remember on manual just to clear my lines. I'm getting a bit confused with the controllers, because I'm pressing a different button to sort of go and press, because it's been playing lots of eFootball. But it is what it is. It's 1-0 Aston Villa, which is a bit infuriating. But yeah, you can see here, Watkins was in. Varane forced him back inside. Lindelof got there well. I just took too long to clear my lines. Tielemans got in into Watkins. Lovely first touch. A lovely finish. So Man United finding themselves 1-0 down in this one, which is a little bit irritating so early on. But Lindelof brings the ball forward. Looks for Jadon Sancho. He can just go back towards Casemiro. Not too much on for the Brazilian, in all honesty. Holds it up well. Looks for Eriksen, but Kamara reads that one. Back to Lucas Digne. Up it goes towards Philippe Coutinho, and that's another really good ball through into Ollie Watkins, who's got some partners there, who shoots past the post. I didn't know whether to come or go with Martinez, and yeah, the change of defensive controls is really confusing me. I'm not going to lie. I keep pressing the wrong button to go and put some pressure on the ball, but you know, we'll get there. I probably should have had a practice game before coming straight back to PES Master League away from eFootball, but Douglas Luiz is going to get that one. And it goes to Traore, but it's read very well by Martinez, who can just boot that one away, and Martinez will... Emi Martinez will gobble that one up. Here is Boubacar Kamara into Chambers. He goes long looking for Watkins. It's well defended. And Christian Eriksen can pick the loose ball up. Rashford can flick that on one more to Jadon Sancho, who's done really well there. Sancho cuts back. He's got a man on the edge of the box, but his pass was just wrong, as Douglas Luiz has an easy interception. Digne goes cross-field and picks out Bertrand Traore really well, to be honest. And Reguilon has got some defending to do here. And Bertrand Traore is very, very fast, but Reguilon keeps up with him and wins the ball back really well. The Man United new signing probably will be utilised more as this sort of left wing back rather than anything else. That's a good, strong tackle from Varane. No, too strong, says the referee. Free kick Villa. Now, it looked pretty legal. It looked good. It looked like just a fair shoulder barge. No, I booted his foot. So over it is Philippe Coutinho. Coutinho's going to surely have a go here. Slight deflection on the wall, but didn't cause Andre Onana really any problems at all. Tielemans gets in the way of the quick counter-attack attempt. Douglas Luiz on it now. Callum Chambers, signed from Arsenal, into Matty Cash. He goes long looking for Ollie Watkins, but it's easy for Varane, and he's going to be mopping those up all day. Eriksen out towards Sancho, who's been very good on the old counter-attack. That's a interesting little touch, though, and it's knocked it away from him. Not too many options in support. Eriksen can flick it on one more to Sofyan Amrabat. Amrabat gives it back into Eriksen. It's just too far in front of him. He didn't have the pace to catch up on the through ball. Watkins. Varane gets in there again. Well, Eriksen is controlling everything from a playmaking point of view from Man United, but again, just can't break through. Watkins, past to Coutinho, goes out for a throw. Rashford picks up the loose ball, looks for Jadon Sancho up against Luca Digne. Jadon Sancho, lovely bit of skill. Referee plays advantage. Sancho cuts it back. Rashford couldn't get his shot off. He took the touch and needed to just maybe hit that first time, as Luca Digne can now put in Philippe Coutinho, who's not blessed with a high amount of pace, but him against Casemiro is probably the battle of the two slowest people on this pitch. Amrabat clears that one up and gets it out to Sancho. Sancho looks for Christian Eriksen. Eriksen sees the run of Rashford, but that was hit too hard and was just going to go out for a throw if the Aston Villa defender didn't get there. Philippe Coutinho. Infield to Douglas Luiz. Back to Coutinho. Puts that ball in. It's a lovely ball, and Bertrand Traore gets on the end of it, and it's 2-0 Aston Villa. And they've scored 2 goals completely against the run of play. Unbelievable ball from Philippe Coutinho. Philippe Coutinho kept out here. Douglas Luiz, nice little 1-2 to release him. And then Bertrand Traore at the back post just gets the wrong side of Martinez. Fires it home on the volley. It's 2-0 Villa, and I'm not too sure how. Call it rustiness, call it what you will, but it looks like our unbeaten run is going to be coming to an end, to be honest, as Amrabat can luck up towards Højlund. He can go back towards Eriksen. Looks for Rashford. Great first touch from Marcus Rashford. Oh, I've pulled it past the post. Again, it's good play. I just can't get the shot on target. Højlund into Eriksen. Lovely ball to Rashford. Great first touch, and then just skewed it left-footed past the post. And that is half-time, and somehow Aston Villa have a 2-0 lead. I think, is it 2 shots or 3 shots on target for Aston Villa? Yeah, 3 shots on target, 2 goals. 2 shots, none on target for Man United. We need to play better. So into the second half, no changes for the away team in Man United, and no changes for Aston Villa either. As we just need to do a little bit more. Eriksen on it again. He was dangerous in that first half, Christian Eriksen. Everything was sort of going through him. Amrabat into Rashford, holds off his man well. Picks out Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho just up against Luca Digne, holding on to the ball. He's done a really good job here, Sancho. Looks to swing this one in towards Højlund. Heads it down towards Amrabat. Amrabat with a shot. It's easy for Martinez. And that was easy for the goalkeeper, but better football there from Man United, as Amrabat will get on this loose ball, and he's managed to get it through into Højlund, who can hold it up. Picks out Reguilon. In it goes. Eriksen. Yes, come on. 2-1. A fantastic start to the second half. Just what we needed, to be honest. Just what we needed. And Reguilon gets the assist on his debut. It's the old Tottenham connection. I'm pretty sure did they play at Tottenham at the same time? They may have done. But Christian Eriksen nutmegged the goalkeeper with a lovely finish at the near post. And that we deserve that. 2-1. Come on. Yeah, Amrabat kept it alive into Højlund. He held it up really well. Put this ball into Reguilon. He just kept it low, and Eriksen right-footed with pace past the keeper. It's 2-1 and Man United are back in this. Lovely, lovely stuff there. Reguilon, great assist, firing it low across the goal, and Eriksen's just in the right place at the right time to tap it in. So Aston Villa with a bit of a dangerous throw in Man United's half. Matty Cash takes over, tries to put that one in towards Watkins, and everybody misses it. And is that going to go out, or is that going to stay in? I think that is going to stay in. And we'll just make sure that we calmly get this out of the back, and we do. Casemiro sees the run of Reguilon, managed to get the ball through to him as well, and Eriksen will pick this one up. Eriksen can go back to Reguilon. Is he going to have the pace to get there ahead of Matty Cash? Yes, he is, and it's a lovely first touch from Reguilon. Flicks it in. Eriksen again with a header. They're cooking. Eriksen and Reguilon are really linking up well in this game. Oh, it's a great interception from Amrabat, and United could be away here because Rashford has loads of space on the right-hand side. Surely he's got the pace to get round Diego Carlos. He does. Can he find his man? Oh, he knocked me off balance, and then I'd press shocks. I thought I was going to cross it. It's awful. Oh, it's awful. I knew I had him for pace, and I was going to get to the byline, and here I pressed pass, and then he hit me, and I pressed shoot because I thought it was going to go to Højlund. Oh, awful. Watkins looks up towards Traore. That should be Onana's ball, and he picks it up well. Onana can get Man United going pretty quickly here, and Eriksen is on it again. Eriksen, a heavy touch, and Kamara read it really well. Kamara goes up towards Watkins, back to Tielemans, and there's a ball into Watkins there, but Traore took too many touches, and Man United can win possession back. Amrabat tries to come forward. Tielemans marshals him well. Watkins looks to get through, but it's covered well in the middle as Lindelof gives it in. It's a bit end-to-end this now. Casemiro. Amrabat looks out to invite Reguilon forward, who doesn't quite get there. It's a throw into Villa. And it's a triple substitution for Man United as Amrabat is replaced by Bruno Fernandes. Martial comes on for Rasmus Højlund, and Anthony is on for Jadon Sancho on the right-hand side. He's had a good game, Jadon Sancho, but sort of just drifted out of it compared to the first half, as Varane is going to win that header. And well, we can pick this one up with Eriksen, who can give it into Bruno Fernandes. Heavy first touch, but I thought, yeah, he has won a free kick. I thought that'd be a free kick. Eriksen over the ball. Now he's had a good game, Eriksen. What can he do with this one? He's going to try and do something a bit cheeky here, and he's pushed it wide to Anthony. He's got Douglas Luiz for company. Brazilian on Brazilian, and Anthony has created space for the cross, but couldn't quite get that positioning right. It's going to come out to Bruno Fernandes, deflected. Oh, it's a corner. And Eriksen will take this one, and we've got Varane coming to the front post, and he looks for him. He's actually caught. Oh, he was like sort of hit off balance there. And Man United can keep this one alive, and Reguilon pushes it out wide towards Anthony. Anthony up against Douglas Luiz. He's done well again. He's got a man on the edge of the box, but he's not quite going to pick out Bruno Fernandes, and instead he gave it straight into Youri Tielemans, headed back, and Onana will have plenty of time to deal with this one, and Man United will look to build from the back again. Up it goes towards Bruno Fernandes. Reguilon in towards Eriksen. Those two linking up again. Eriksen comes forward with it. He's got a lot of space. Eriksen shoots. Oh, it's just past the post. So unlucky, Christian Eriksen. He's got one goal. He deserves more. It was patient, good build-up here as Christian Eriksen. Rashford, good diverting run. And then just a little drive just past the post. That is actually going to be Christian Eriksen's last involvement as Mason Mount gets his debut for Man United, his second debut, because we had him at the beginning of the season. And Alejandro Garnacho comes on for Reguilon, who's had a very good game for his first one in the green and white stripes of Man United in this away kit for the season. As Lindelof picks this one up and asks Anthony to get on his bike and go forward, and he does. And Douglas Luiz looks like he's going to come over for company. Anthony shows a good bit of vision to spread that one out, and Mason Mount picking up a good bit of space here. Oh, it nearly got through to Marcus Rashford. Mason Mount could have had a shot, but saw a really good run from Rashford there. And Anthony throws it quickly, not hanging around. Here is Mason Mount, but Lucas Digne beats him to the ball, and I'm a little bit aggrieved that we're not at least drawing this game. We've been easily the better team, as the ball goes back towards Bruno Fernandes. Lots of players available here for Man United. Is someone going to make a good run for Bruno? Yes, Anthony does down the line, and he's done really well here. Anthony up against Lucas Digne. Oh, he watched the ball really well, let's be honest. Lucas Digne with a superb bit of defending, and he goes down the line. It's a good sliding tackle from Victor Lindelof. Casemiro spreads the play well to Garnacho. Here is Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's looking in towards Mason Mount. Oh, it nearly got through. Actually, Tielemans turns well. Out to Troyer. 4 minutes to go in this one. As Matty Cash has it. He goes back towards Callum Chambers. Matty Cash again goes long. And Watkins pokes this one back towards Youri Tielemans, who's put a lovely ball through. Ollie Watkins is in! And that's going to seal the win for Villa. It's their first shot of the second half, and it's made it 3-1 to the home team. We pushed for a goal, we stepped up, and Ollie Watkins broke the offside trap and made it 3-1 to Aston Villa. Yeah, it's a really hard result to take. I don't feel like we've deserved 3-1 here. I feel like we've played pretty well, to be honest. Martinez gets Garnacho going forward. He's got a man in the middle there in Mason Mount. Mason Mount just trying to hold it up, waiting for an opportunity. Garnacho tackled by Matty Cash, but does get on the loose ball. Garnacho cuts it back. Martial's in there. It's bouncing around. Oh, we just don't get the luck. We just don't get the luck as the ball forward towards Watkins again, who's another one that's been recommended for me to sign. And he has been a threat in the air and on the ground as Casemiro gives it to Garnacho, but it's 3-1 Villa. Disappointing result. We deserve more. The winning streak comes to an end, but Bournemouth also beat Brentford 4-2. Forest and Crystal Palace played out a 1-1 draw. Chelsea beat West Ham 2-0, and Sheffield United lost at home 3-0 to Spurs. And that was it. I forgot to look at the other fixtures, but we're up into 8th. It's not too bad. 3 points off Arsenal, 3 points off Forest up there, 9 points off City in 5th, 10 points off the Champions League spots, which Newcastle currently hold in 4th. Down the bottom, Luton and Burnley are now level on points, and West Ham are still 1 point off safety from Bournemouth and Sheffield United. So a couple of transfer bids on our players, and it's players we're probably going to sell because it's Fred, who has left in real life. We'll just try and negotiate to get a little bit more money. Not that we need it, but actually, no, do you know what? We're not going to negotiate it. We're just going to accept it. We'll just accept it for Fred. He is going to be going off to Napoli, and Van der Beek is going to be going off to Augsburg. So some good players leaving the club, to be honest. I know Van der Beek's still here, but he's not going to get much game time, so we'll just sell him on. Yeah, interesting. I feel gutted about that game against Aston Villa. Really think we deserved more from that. So, yeah, a little bit annoying, really, isn't it? Let's have a look at Watkins. We'll go and have a look at him. He had a good game against us there. He played well. Oh, and he is a good striker. 80 rated. He's 28. He's not. I thought he was younger. Good speed, good stamina, which is crucial. Speed and stamina is something I really do look for in players. Offensive awareness, 82 means he'll make some good runs as well. What's he got for crossover turn, long range shooting, heel trick, and gamesmanship? So he can win free kicks and penalties and stuff. Yeah, potentially. Let's add him to the list and see how we go. I think we'll probably make a few more deals towards the end of the transfer window. I do like the fact that we've brought in all the players from real life and stuff. Let's go and see who have our scouts found recently. So they have found Ferran Torres, no. Smith Rowe, no. Hulk, no. Laborde from Nice, potentially, 29. Gonzalo Martinez from Al Nazir. Musa Maria, Neil Mopay, absolutely not. And Dejani from Sarajah FC. So I can't believe they recommended. That's why we don't trust scouts. They recommended Neil Mopay. Absolutely not. Right, let's get into the game against Bournemouth and hopefully go and give them a spanking back at Old Trafford. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Old Trafford as Man United are back at home for this one with a full stadium here. The Stretford end being loud and noisy as usual as Bruno Fernandes is back in the starting lineup for the home team in this one. And they're taking on a Bournemouth team who aren't playing too badly this season, just above relegation, but that would be good for Bournemouth in this season. And yeah, Facundo Pellistri getting a rare start for Man United. It's a slightly changed lineup from the Aston Villa game where they probably deserve more than a 3-1 loss. But we'll be back to go through the teams in just a second. So with rumours still around that Man United are in the market for another striker, it is actually Martial and Rashford that get the nod for this one with Højlund starting on the bench. But it should be a decent game for this one. Man United, the home team, lining up in their 3-5-2 system, 3-4-3, 3-5-2, whatever you want to call it. But Onana's in goal, Lindelof, Varane and Martinez at the back, Pellistri, Amrabat, Fernandes and Garnacho in midfield, Marcus Rashford and Antony starting towards the striking partnership. And yeah, Christian Eriksen takes up the same role he did before. Bournemouth in a 4-2-3-1. Senesi and Mepham at the back should be in for a tough time. And big lad up front, Kiefer Moore, is going to be a handful for the back three of Martinez, Varane and Lindelof for Man United. So it's going to be interesting to see how Antony gets a run out in this one. I thought I'd started Martial, but I've actually started Antony the winger up front. So let's see how that one works out. I just want to make sure that I didn't absolutely balls that up. No, he is on form. It is the right person that I picked. Yeah, let's see how he gets on up front, shall we? As he gets the game underway, as we slipped away from a bit of commentary there into showing you how sometimes I can get it very, very wrong. Completely forgot to change the shirt numbers again, so if I haven't done it after this game, please feel free to shout at me in the comment section, as that ball up towards Antony isn't quite enough to get through. Senesi goes out towards Mepham. You can see we're putting him under a lot of pressure straight away at the start of this game. So Tavernier, ball up towards Kiefer Moore, who turns away from Varane and invites Lloyd Kelly forward. Lloyd Kelly up against Pellistri back there defending, but that's an easy cross for Onana just to gather up as Bruno Fernandes will bring this one down. Releases Garnacho, came on in the second half in the last game against Villa. Garnacho puts it out towards Amrabat, tries to get that one back inside towards Eriksen, and he controls it well. Garnacho is in behind his man. Garnacho can square this one, but he's put it too close to the keeper towards Travers. It's an easy catch. So both goalkeepers starting with a nice easy interception, although that's not a good throw out. And I thought Antony was going to get there first, but it didn't. It just took it away. It's end-to-end already, this game, as it goes out towards Ryan Fredericks on this left-hand side. Ryan Fredericks coming forward with it. Garnacho gets back there to help out and does a really good job, to be fair to the youngster. Bruno Fernandes can just knock this one back to his centre-backs. Varane Lindelof gives it into Palestri, who's got lots of space to run into here for Gundo Palestri. And just as Bournemouth come and put him under a bit of pressure, he then lays it back to Amrabat, who had a very heavy first touch. Amrabat did a good defensive job last time out against Villa, but attacking-wise it was a little bit lacklustre as Gundo Palestri's picked this ball up again. He's gone for an adventurous pass through. Didn't quite pull it off. Fernandes, good flick round the corner into Anthony, who's started in this attacking role and not really made it work, and that ball through was overhit. Yeah, it's an interesting starting position for Anthony. I do want to see who we can play up front and who can do a job, as Adam Smith is being forced back here. Garnacho did a good job of cutting out the passing lane up the line as Bruno Fernandes now goes to put a bit of pressure on. And you can see Man United still trying to press quite high up the pitch and not letting Bournemouth get forward. Sort of all of the players doing little shuttle runs between them to try and put the pressure on. And Anthony has done really well. And he's given the ball to Garnacho. Ball through to Eriksen. Can put it through to Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes surely for United. It's a great save from Travers. It's a wonderful save from the goalkeeper, and it was really good pressing and really good passing from United to get into this position. Eriksen, first time into Fernandes, who was bearing down on goal, left-footed, and Travers with a great save. So Eriksen with the corner. Yeah, there is Varane. I was going to say, let's get the big guy. Let's get the big guy on it. Adam Smith is the man marking the near post, and Varane is going to take over to get him marking against him. It's into the box. Chris Metham with a quite easy header away at the end of the day. Palestri keeps it alive. Tried to get it across to Garnacho, but didn't quite work. Oh, Kiefer Moore's got there first. Oh my God. Kiefer Moore's through. Don't do this to me again. Kiefer Moore's in. Oh, heavy touch. Onana read it really well. God, Onana did well there. And it's, well, he did well, and then he had an absolutely awful throw out. And Tavernier's done really well to hold off Varane. Traore is in. Lindelof with a good block. And it's a really good header. He had to win that one there as Amrabat brings the ball forward. He's got Palestri out wide. Palestri can go up towards Rashford. Good turn, and it's a lovely, inventive little Rabona pass. Doesn't quite get through, but Man United given a warning there from Bournemouth that they are going to play on the counter-attack and look to hurt Man United, even though Kiefer Moore isn't blessed with pace. He broke through very easily there, getting on the bounce of the ball better than the Man United players. Lindelof with a terrible pass out. He's going to get another chance to do it, and this time does find Palestri as Palestri comes forward. Gives it off. Oh, it's hit Amrabat. Bloody hell. Oh, great turn from Marcus Tavernier as he just left Lindelof for dead. Referee plays advantage, saying that may have been a free kick. More turns, and he's put it wide. Yeah, lovely turn here from Tavernier, and Varane charging in. Referee was going to give a free kick for that, but it played on because Billing picked it up. Into Kiefer Moore, good turn, but the shot was poor. Christian Eriksen not getting involved as much in this game as he did against Villa, but he's now managed to get that into Rashford, who can find Palestri. Cross in, Senesi is there to clear. Ryan Fredericks turns and managed to get it up towards Hamed Traore, who holds the ball well and gets Adam Smith involved. Just coming up to half-time in this game at Old Trafford, and Man United have had the better of the game, but the best chance of the game has easily gone to Bournemouth's Kiefer Moore, although Bruno Fernandes did have a good opportunity in the first half as well. But with 1 minute to go, it's a free kick to Man United deep in their half. We don't really need to see that one again. It was just a kick on the old foot. And we haven't really got anyone tall up there, have we? Let's play this down the line to Garnacho and give him a chance to run at someone, hopefully, or just cut that back inside, or give it straight back to Bournemouth. It's half-time. Good. Right, second half gets underway, and we've not really been at the races in this one. It's not clicked, really. We had that good chance with Bruno Fernandes, and that's about it so far. We need to do our high press again and try and win the ball higher up. Tavernier puts that one in towards Kiefer Moore, who holds off Varane, but his pass is poor. Amrabat flicks it round the corner towards Bruno Fernandes. Eriksen. Palestri. That's not a good pass. I don't think the Anthony up front experiment has really worked as Philip Billing picks up that loose ball. That's a good ball through from Fredericks, and he's looking back towards Moore. Lindelof should get there first and does. Lloyd Kelly keeps it alive. Tavernier up against Amrabat, holding on to the ball. He's done really well, Tavernier, there, but that's not a good pass. Eriksen picks this one up. Garnacho can give it back to the Dane. Amrabat's gone up ahead, but he ignores him and goes in towards Rashford, who's been incredibly quiet in this game, and he tries to release Amrabat, and he's got round his man. Amrabat swings in a cross. Oh, it's just got through to Travers. It's better from United. It's still not the best. Here is Fredericks on the ball up against Martinez. That's a good interception, but Traore pounced quickly. I wasn't expecting him to pounce that quickly. Amrabat's back there and defending well. He goes with a long ball early on to Rashford, who goes over the top looking towards Anthony, but Senesi's there to cut it out. And yeah, we're not getting Eriksen involved in this game. He's not getting as much space and freedom as he did against Aston Villa, as Kiefer Moore is trying to get there first. He shows good pace, the Welshman up front. Lindelof does get back, but it's a free kick to Man United. So double substitution for United. Mason Mount on to replace Christian Eriksen and Højlund on to replace Pellistri, seeing Anthony move to the right-hand side in a more natural position for him. And yeah, a bit more of our normal strike partnership up front in Højlund and Rashford. Let's see if that can cause a few more issues to Bournemouth. Mason Mount puts the ball through straight away to Rashford. It's a lovely first touch. Marcus Rashford. Oh, Senesi just stood his ground. Got a really good foot in there and did well. Tavernier tries to put it up towards Traore. Varane covers that one. And is this going to give... Are the subs just going to give a bit of a buzz to this United team? Again, they've kept the ball reasonably well. And they've tried to get through. Kiefer Moore could be in there. I've got to track that with Lindelof. Garnacho has to get back and defend. Adam Smith goes back towards Hamad Traore. Oh, and I was just... Didn't have enough people paying attention. Amrabat, good pressure. Garnacho can get that one. Garnacho finds his captain, Bruno Fernandes. Up one more towards Mason Mount. Just knocks it back, inviting Lindelof forward. Lindelof up towards Rashford. Rashford turns, puts it through, looking for Højlund, but again, the big Italian Senesi is just reading everything at the moment. And Bournemouth are going to play themselves into a bit of trouble here, I think, because Lloyd Kelly has it on the left and doesn't have too many options. Lloyd Kelly, he's sort of twisting and turning, trying to create space. And yeah, Bournemouth are being stuck here, and it's a clearance that just goes out. Good pressing again from Man United. They've got to make it count. Fredericks off, replaced by David Brooks. Good player. Throw in taken. Bruno Fernandes just stood still, didn't go towards the ball, which is really annoying. Hamad Traore. Here is Brooks, fresh legs. He's going to try and play that 1-2, and he has got the pace. David Brooks, and he's into a dangerous position. Ball in. It's too hard, though. Some more substitutions there for Bournemouth, as Bruno Fernandes is in sort of acres of space in the middle. No, it was Mason Mount, sorry, was in acres of space, but we haven't quite got that through. And it's Dominic Solanke who's just fresh on the pitch. Solanke! Are you joking me? Again, I don't feel like we deserve to have conceded, but we have. Dominic Solanke, a ball forward, it wasn't the best. And then he just turns, fresh legs. Oh, Onana came rushing out, got a touch on it, couldn't keep it out. It was 1-0 Bournemouth. Bloody hell. Unbelievable. Just as we're finding some form, I shouldn't have had a rest, should I? I should have just carried on playing. Garnacho with the ball. Goes a bit more direct up towards Højlund, who shows good strength and can get the Argentinian back into the game. Garnacho up against Smith. Can he turn and twist him away? He does. Out towards Bruno Fernandes. Philip Billing with a really good tackle. And yeah, we're going to start chucking a few men forward here, so we could be in a bit of trouble as David Brooks looks to turn. Good defending from Martinez. He can go up the line and find Garnacho. Mount tries to flick it on, but again, he's not got into the game, Mason Mount, at all. Bruno Fernandes looking to sort of battle his way through. He's picked out Højlund. Højlund gets it out towards Anthony, but again, not too much space to play with here. Mason Mount in a pocket of space, has a shot, it's bouncing around. And Earl gets there to clear it away. Lindelof will go up the line to his Brazilian teammate Anthony. Anthony up against Lewis Cook. Just flicks it off towards Rashford. Oh, on one more, Mason Mount was... Bruno Fernandes was charging up. Didn't quite get that one right. Rashford. Here is Anthony. Anthony into the box. Looks to dink it. Højlund. Oh, just trying to pick out Højlund. I couldn't quite get it right. It's going to be another loss. Damn it. Travers plays it short. He knows that time is on Bournemouth's side and we really need to go and press them. We really need to go and get this ball back here with everyone we can. Just go and press. Everybody go and press. It's not enough. Solanke's goal in the 78th minute has won it for Bournemouth. Unbelievable. 2 games we played really well. Don't think we deserve to lose either of them. 2 draws is probably fair. But ultimately we just didn't do enough in those 2 games, and it is back-to-back losses as Villa went on a winning streak. They beat Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Midlands derby. Forest won at 3-1 away at Brentford. Chelsea 3-0 away at Palace. And West Ham with a 1-0 win over Sheffield United. Spurs won 2-0 at home to Fulham. Burnley played out a 0-0 draw with Brighton. Arsenal lost at home to Newcastle. Luton Town lost at home to Liverpool. And Everton lost to Man City 1-0 as well. So that's going to put more gap between us as we drop to 9th. That was so irritating. I don't feel like we've deserved nothing out of those 2 games. That's what's really disappointing about it, to be honest. Yeah, annoying. What messages have we got here? Yeah, Fred and Van der Beek have left the club. Right, we'll be back towards... let's have a look. Let's have a look at the schedule, actually. No, is it team management? No, my team. Oh! Squad numbers. I've remembered. You don't have to shout at me. Rasmus Højlund is number 11 in real life. I don't know what Amrabat is, to be honest. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so Højlund is 11, Mason Mount is 7, Amrabat is 14, and Sergio Reguilon is 15 at Man United. And Bayendir is actually number 1 at United now. So Suzuki gets 13, Andre Onana gets 24, which is his natural number. Yeah, there we go. Lovely stuff. Everyone's up to date. Right, looking at the schedule then, we have Chelsea, Sheffield United, then the end of the transfer window. That'll be the next episode. We'll just carry on. We'll do Man United, Chelsea, try and get revenge. We got hammered by them in the first time we played them. So we'll do Chelsea and Sheffield United and then play till the end of the transfer window. And then we'll sort out our schedule after that about what the next episodes will be. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.